growing up with Mama, she's very much of a strict person. Disciplinarian siya talaga. Pero she never forgets to remind us na she's a friend. Kaya every time na we have our issues, mga concerns kami, mga secrets, alam ni Mama lahat yung mga secrets namin ni JP. We never fail to talk to her about it. On top of that, kahit na she is a friend, we never forget na she is also our mom. Kung paano niya nababalance yung pagiging isang disciplinarian at saka yung pagiging isang mother at saka isang tatay, kasi siya rin yung tatay, siya yung tatay at nanay namin. I have no idea how she does it, but whenever someone asks her how she does it, ang lagi nilang sagot is it's by God's grace. So that's how she brought us up. She brought us up to always thank God for all blessings na nare-receive namin, kahit gaano kaliit, gaano kalaki. She always tells us na you have to thank God for your blessings. And she always tells us to have faith, always believe in God's plans, in God's timing.
I admire Maman kasi she raised 2 men on her own. Mas madali siguro kung babae yung rin-raise up niya, but lalaki sila and she's a woman. And I think I can only say that it's by God's grace na they were able to grow up in the fear of the Lord and manly enough din. I can only attribute to the Lord yung kung paano ni Mama na rin-raise si Arya and si JP. And I'm very blessed that one of these wonderful men is Arya.
At a time.
It's a privilege for me growing up in the family of the Villanuevas. My parents are not perfect, but for the most part, they try their best to be good examples to us. Ang parating na sinasabi is, you have to be independent from us, but dependent on the Lord. So, ako, yung kuya ko, tsaka si AJ, we grew up knowing na we have to be later on independent from our parents, and we should always be dependent on the Lord. Hindi man kami magkakasama na kaming family, I still thank the Lord kasi maganda yung relationship namin sa isa't isa. We are very open to each other. They raised us not with the pressure of being in the pastor's family. They raised us in love as Christians.
Si Papa, he's really down to earth. And when I got to know more about him, I realized na there's a person who's being used by God na I would like to make him my model. The path that he has made, he has paved, I would want to also follow that path. Tapos si Mama, the way I see her, I'm blessed na this is also the kind of woman I think Faye will grow old to become.
Yung love nila kay God reflected dun sa love nila sa mga tao, tsaka sa amin. And dun ko talaga nakita a close example of how Jesus loved His disciples.
Maman, thank you for everything that you have done for me and JP, for raising us up to be men. Amazingly, single-handedly, you made us grow up to be very good and fine men. We salute you for doing all of those, and to God be the glory. You're a very wonderful woman, and I hope also that in the same way I can also be of that kind, same caliber, maging ganun ding klaseng parent to my future kids.
Ako hindi ko ma-imagine kung paano yun na-raise yung dalawang lalaki na kayo lang. You are such a super mom. I admire you for being strong, for being very full of wisdom. I just pray na I would also learn more from you as the years go by. And thank you. Thank you for loving Christ muna and then loving us, your family. Salamat dahil inuna nyo kami as your ministry, kami magkakapatid as your ministry. I may not be as good as you are, but I pray na sana yung magiging future kids ko will grow up loving God first, loving their family second. Pray na kami rin ni Arya will serve as a light in the world. We will serve the Lord together. The way I see how you both serve the Lord in your ministries.
Thank you for raising up a very wonderful woman, a very honorable woman like Faye. And I promise to take care of her, to make her happy, to be there with her. I pray na I could be that better half of her, that would always be there whenever she's down to pick her up, cheer her up whenever she feels sad, just to spend the rest of my life with her.
You are changing the world, one little heartbeat at a time, making history with every touch and every smile. Oh, you may not see it now, but I believe that time will tell how you are changing the world. Oh, I believe that you are changing the world, one little heartbeat at a time. Yeah, you're changing